Okay, this video is to show you how we're going to place our photographs of our template, our photographs of our drawings to use as templates on each of our artboards. So in the last step, we created our artboards. So you should have 5 artboards like I do right here, and I'm just going to go back to the instructions for a moment. I want to make sure that everybody is on the same page with me here, and I want to remind you that you may not proceed to this step until I have approved your hand-drawn sketches. So if I have not yet seen and given you a thumbs up that you can go ahead and proceed to the Illustrator portion on the discussion board, you know, your 5 final versions of your thumbnail, then you need to do it. You need to do it before you can go on. But that's the picture that I took. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these 5 little drawings and I'm going to put a picture of each one of them right here. But the picture is not actually going to be part of the image. It's just a guide. Okay? So I'm going to do things a little different this time because last time we started out with a photograph, but we just opened that photograph and started building right on top of it. This time we've created a whole new blank artboard. We don't have a photograph yet. We have to actually bring a photograph in. That's different from last time where we opened the photograph from the very beginning. So here's how we're going to do it, a little bit different. File, instead of going to open, we're going to go to place. Okay, and there's a couple of things that are very important about this, so you need to listen. Okay, here's a folder that you're also going to have for me in your have available for me. It's called Reference Materials, and it's got that photograph I showed you. It also has an individual photograph of each little drawing that I did. I'm going to just choose the first one and I'm going to click place. Don't click template because mine are not sized properly yet. Okay, so don't click the template button just yet. Just click place. And what it does is it gives me a little kind of a icon of a guy. This is one of one. I'm just going to click and there he is. Okay, and I'll come back and deal with him later. See, there's an X through it. He's not really there, but let me open my layers palette and show you that he is there. Sort of. Whoops, that's not my layers palette, that's my shape palette. I don't want that. Where's my layers palette? Sorry about my voice again tonight, you guys. Okay, there he is. Okay, let's go and do another one. File, place, and this time we're going to do the next one, which is spying Mr. Thumbnail. Brilliant work I did, isn't it? Okay, I'm just going to leave him there, and let's go on to next. Sorry. I really apologize for that, guys. I'm still sick, but I don't want to re-record this because I've already done it a few times, so. Okay, and then my last one, file. Oops. Okay, there's angry Mr. Thumbnail. Okay, so I have my 5 thumbnails. I have my 5 artboards. I want to make these as big as I can. So I'm going to scale them up, and don't forget to hold your shift key. Now remember, I'm not really that concerned with the box that I drew. The box is supposed to kind of represent my my box that I'm placing them in right now. So I'm mostly concerned with Mr. Thumbnail. So I'm going to scale him up so that my box is about the same size as the box that he was in. Okay, and I also want them to be about the same size as each other. So and there will be ways I can make this precisely the same later on, but see, like this guy's a little bit too big right now. I can even kind of bring him over here and, you know, kind of eyeball it. I'm not going to measure yet. I'm just trying to get an eyeball. That's all I'm trying to do. Let's see. But I do want the emoji to fill up most of the space. There's no point in having a 6-inch by 6-inch artboard if it's going to be mostly empty space. You made these specifically so that you had this space to work in. So obviously I can't fill the frame left to right because mine is a vertically oriented drawing. But I can get it pretty close to top and bottom without touching, of course. You know, leave a little comfortable space at the top and the bottom. I'm just going to kind of compare him over here. It's close enough for now. Okay, and then compare this one over here. And that's close enough for now. Okay, now let's go take a look at our layers palette. And here they all are. And what I want to tell it is I want it to turn these into a template layer. Okay, I could have done that at the moment I placed them, but since I had some resizing to do, I chose to wait until after I had brought them in. Okay, now I'm going to do that. There's a little flyout menu right here, and it says template. Click on that, and so what it has done is it has automatically locked the layer for us, and it has automatically screened the layer down for us. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit more of an automatic way of doing what we did more manually. And I think I have it differently in the instructions. I don't want you to get confused, so let me just kind of point that. Oh, okay, yeah, so I do have it as to turn into a template layer. Okay, all right. So there we are. We've got our 5 on our template layers, and in the next video we'll start building with shapes.